live show is upcoming. So let's see what happens. I'll do one more. I think getting this close to Christmas, we're having issues. So what I'll do, I'll stop this recording. I'll reboot everything, and then fuck, I can't. I can't
Gary,
I'm only at 89%.
I just got the notification that we're live.
I've just got the notification we're live, and I'm probably going to get cut now for swearing so early.
No, you said it before we started.
Yeah, but it's 30 seconds back, so it's going to come up. Hang on, let me just make sure I've got the audio turned down on this. Like that. Let me bring the chat up. Hang on, where are we? What's going on? The chat window's not working. That's interesting.
I mean, on my phone, I got the notification, but
yeah, I did as well, and
it doesn't.
I see that we're live, but we're not. Oh, there we go. Dion is in.
I see it now.
Hey, mate. Maybe we're just waiting for somebody. So now that somebody has popped in, I should be able to pop that chat window out so I can actually see it. And let me just share the link to our live stream in the.
Oh, I see somebody changed their name. I like it. Dion's Paranormal Pursuits. What's going on, Dion?
Yes, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yes, we are. 'Tis the season.
It is. We've actually just recorded a really good episode, which I'll probably put live pretty bloody quickly, actually, because we haven't put this out for a while. Here we go. We are live. Yes, even everybody watching it, we are live on YouTube. And we'll probably go into some of the stuff that we were talking about tonight, because it was actually, considering it was a ad hoc type episode, it was actually really interesting.
Yes, it was, sir.
There we go. Yeah, and I'll share it on. I actually don't know if it's sharing it. There's 5 people tuned in from somewhere.
I mean, we're probably counted as one if we have it open. I know I'm in.
No, there's 3. When I look on YouTube, there are 3 people watching on YouTube, but looking at it on Riverside, there's actually 5 people in the live count. So, yeah, part of what we were talking about tonight, and if you're interested in this sort of stuff, it's going to be a good episode. It's all to do with biblical prophecy and stuff like that. On the news tonight, I don't know if anybody else saw it, but there was this scene where there was a whole load of like flooding, and it was all the water was running off into the ocean down this steep embankment, and the ocean was blood red. So that made us start thinking about the 7 seals, breaking the 7 seals. The oceans will be red, the fish will they'll boil, and this, that, and the other. The blood red moon, which we've had one of those blood moons recently, and all the biblical famine and all that stuff. Are we actually in the beginnings or partway through the end times, the apocalypse? Is the rapture around the corner?
I mean, that was a fun episode to record for sure, especially, since we just went off the top.
We did. Hang on, I'm just trying to remember how to work everything because it's been a while. Oh, there we go. Easy. Just do that. So, yeah, like I said, we've got...
You were saying different day. I say that phrase all the time.
Yeah.
Same different day.
Well, what Dion hasn't said is that next week we are recording a movie. So Dion is my sound guy.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice. The US is over here, down south. We are pretty warm. Up north, they are going through major, winter weather. So, but yeah, so far so good.
Mm.
Same different day. Oh yeah.
Mm. Now, I don't know how good this video is going through because we're recording straight out of Riverside this week. Now, last time we did this, I actually used the Meld software, and it actually was half reasonable, but still a few glitches for us to work out. So I've still got to do that. And I thought I would have the time over the holidays, but I really am not. So that busy.
Mm.
That other video that we just recorded, I'm still only at 86%. To give everybody an idea, when we finish recording an episode, Fernando's file is uploaded within 2 or 3 seconds. Yet
less than that. Come on.
my video is still at 86%, and it has been going for probably 10, 15 minutes now. And it's recording local to my computer. So Fernando's video files I've uploaded to my computer quicker than my video has processed to my own computer. Go figure that. There's something paranormal right there. So yeah, I don't know.
Oh man.
Hang on, where are we? Okay, show that on stream. Show that on stream. No, we're not. Yeah, there we go. Jeremy he has got things happening, very exciting things happening at the moment. So he has said to let you all know that he will be back bright and early in the new year. And I was talking with him just the other night, and he's looking forward to coming back, and he'll have a completely different setup behind him. So that's going to be interesting to see. So I'm not going to say any more than that, but yeah, big changes going on. Oh, I see. There's the beautiful Heidi.
Oh man.
Yes. No, I'm not going to say that to your mum because that won't happen. No.
Oh boy. No, but shout out to Jeremy. It's been a while since I spoke with him, and hope all those changes, and that we don't get that background thing that he does all the time.
Well, that's one of the things that he was actually saying is he actually told me what that background noise was, and what was creating that background noise in the house that he's moving out of. There you go. I've just gone and bloody said it. He's moving house, everybody. I'm not going to say where though. The new house, it's a lot further away, so he's going to have a complete room to set up for his studio, and he's very excited about working on that. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on. So there is a very legitimate reason why he is absent at the moment. We haven't had a falling out. We're not like the Beatles, as Fernando was saying, because we had a break for a little bit. Fernando goes, I feel like we're the Beatles and we've split. No, we haven't. We just all got different things on. Sometimes life gets in the way. So anyway, we're going to get back onto some of the stories now. This one's a little bit of everything because it's sort of our pre-runner into our Christmas break, considering we just had a break. So there you go. But Fernando wants to tell us a little bit about what happened when he was at Lake Shawnee, because due to technical issues and a few bits and pieces, we weren't able to do those lives that we were wanting to do. So Fernando, do you want to fill everybody in?
Oh man, first and foremost, I want to apologize to everybody because aside from saying it here on the Shadow Files, I did mention it on Strangers Minds, with the reactions and everything, everything we wanted it to do. But unfortunately, the major issue wasn't really technical. It was more due to, I just wish I had at least one other person with me. Because yes, we've had Jax, Forsaken Soul there. We've had other people from different paranormal groups there, but everybody was doing their own thing. And for me to try and come up with the way to do our international Estes method, I needed help. And unfortunately, For example, I was there for 2 nights. 3 days, 2 nights. Yeah. Um, when we first got there, I was walking around. I think yes, I did a TikTok live just showing the maze, just walking around by myself and stuff like this. It was awesome. It was cool. But when it came time for the, like the nighttime investigation stuff, man, it was difficult. I mean, you remember my car was frozen. The weather was horrible.
Yes,
my,
I remember that.
that but yeah, I mean, the main issue there was that I was by myself.
Yeah.
This in no way, shape, or form is throwing any shade, because Jax was there doing her thing, everybody else was, doing their thing. It's just difficult to do what I wanted to do by myself. Um, but as far as that is concerned, the first weather we got snowed below freaking. I think it went down to like 15 degrees. Even
And
when
for everybody in Australia, that's Fahrenheit. That's not Celsius. So it's below zero. Below zero.
So, aside from that, even when we were doing the live on the Shadow Files that I was doing the walkthrough, um, some stuff was going on, and thankfully, I was able to record a lot of instances. Uh, while we were doing the walkthrough, my phone went from 95% battery life, almost dead. Like I had to stop what we were doing to go back to get a fresh battery charger just to connect it to my phone because it,
Hmm.
it was a drain of power immediately. This was immediately. Um, it happened again also with my camera. I have a D40 Nokia camera that I usually, it takes beautiful pictures. And Gary, I have it on video. I was full
Yep.
battery. I was taking pictures. Thankfully, Joshua Haney, he was with me because we kind of split away from the group for a little
Is
bit.
that
Just
the guy that we were speaking to at the start?
yes, yes,
Yep.
awesome dude. Shout out to Joshua. Um, we actually, while I was taking pictures, uh, I it went from full battery charge all the way down to like the blinking last square of energy,
Yep.
power, sorry. And then, my camera wasn't working. I showed it to him. And then I asked, can you please let me take at least one more picture?
Yeah.
Boom, I took a picture and then full battery life.
What?
It, yeah, full battery life. After I took the picture, it went back to full battery life. And I showed it to him.
Wow. That's okay. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, I think I put up a clip not so long ago. Um, I was talking and I said because earlier that day while I was just walking around the property by myself, my ghost meter, old school ghost meter, I don't use it to read. I don't trust that device to read proper EMF.
Yep.
I use it for the blinking that it does. It's almost like a REM pod. I use it almost like a REM pod, except I have it on me. So it's on my. I have like this little thing. It's like a side pocket hanging off my belt. I have it in there, so if I'm walking around and it beeps, something's going on.
Yeah.
So earlier that day, it beeped, and that night I said, uh, basically, the like if you want to play with my toy again, because earlier you did.
I'm glad you
Yeah,
continued that.
yeah, yeah. Because earlier you did. Just come along and just touch it or something like this. Gary, as soon as I said that, it started beeping.
Wow.
And I just the impression of Joshua's face, like he turned around. I mean, it's on the I believe it's one of the videos I uploaded here on Facebook also, and it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Um,
MJ asked, did you attend the ritual?
Hello, MJ. Yes, we did. We actually did the ritual. We were all there. We didn't go live at that point. To my understanding, we didn't do it live because it was more for like respect kind of thing. Uh, Using it to go live and just it didn't really feel right.
Yeah.
you know but yeah, we did the ritual. Josh, he is sensitive psychic, and he will at one point he just kind of walked away into the field, by himself. I was keeping an eye out. It doesn't matter, just because you're not part of my team, but if we're in a location together, I'm gonna look out for you.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Of course. Of
So
course.
I
Yeah.
was, keeping an eye out on him, but it was so dark. Like, he kind of disappeared within the darkness into the field. Like, it was an
Mhm.
open field. And
Yep.
I couldn't really find him until when we finished. Um, he kind of just like just popped up. But yeah, he said he was following somebody there. So it was very interesting. Uh s- I would say that, it was a very nice ritual,
Yep.
but I wish that I did a little bit more research into Lake Shawnee, because I don't know if anybody else knows, but Portals to Hell, Jack Osborne, um, they went there,
Yes, they did.
and they went to the ritual place. They did a 2 night investigation there in Lake Shawnee. I wish I saw that episode before going to Lake Shawnee, but at the same
Mhm.
time, I guess it's good. But I don't know, like,
In
there
all
were some.
honesty, if I was doing that, I would rather go in not knowing so I can experience everything for the first time myself rather than going, well, they experienced that. I want to experience that. And if I don't experience that, I feel ripped off. Just go in, enjoy the experience for what it is, and
Yeah,
take
for
away
sure.
from it whatever evidence you find. I think that's the best way to do it. Go in cold.
For sure, for sure. I mean, hey, I had an amazing time. I just wish that I had that one other person with me, just
Yeah.
at least to help. I mean, because I looked like a freaking. I got a lot of stuff just so I could be like a one man team, even though
Yeah.
I don't really, promote solo investigations. But I had the chess piece to hold the camera. I had my book bag full of all the toys. I had, not toys, paranormal investigating equipment, you know, and I had everything on me, because I was prepared to just walk around the whole place by myself. But yeah, to do the Estes method, it was very difficult. Although I did find an incredible place location to do it the next time I go,
Good. Good.
which
Yeah. It's
is
funny how you,
within the maze.
oh, yeah. Well, it's funny how you said about the batteries dying and stuff like that because Dion will tell you a couple of weeks ago, we went out to the location where we're going to shoot this film, which is a psychological horror film, a short one. So it's not going to be a massive one, but we went out there to scout the location and to do some test shots and stuff like that. And I wanted to take some photos on my phone camera, which was fully charged, right? The phone was fully charged when we got there. I got about 6 or 7 photos out of it, and the phone was completely drained. Now, this is a phone that lasts a good 18 hours, 24 hours from a full charge. No phone calls in that time, just a few photos. It shouldn't have even affected, it shouldn't have even gone down from 100% to 99% with what I did with it, but it drained.
Mm.
I'm only glad I knew my way back to the main highway to get back from there. Otherwise, the GPS would have been out of action as well. So, I mean,
Wow.
my car's got native GPS, so I would have been all right. But yeah, it's just that battery drain thing is an actual real thing, especially for anybody who's going into a really active location. So it just tells me that. And what's interesting is that it drained it and then it replenished your battery for you. So that I've not heard of that one before.
Oh man, I am so happy I got it on camera.
Yeah.
It's that it was weird. It was weird. Now, I mean, the set before driving in. before getting there, and remember, we had this conversation. I was kind of worried that I was gonna be like the last one there, and because everybody was gonna get there like around 12 or something. But I was actually the first one there, and but coming up to Lake Shawnee, I I started immediately feeling like anxiety. I
Hmm.
was kind of, is it because I'm so excited to get there? But I was
Mm.
perfectly fine until I was probably like 10 feet from the actual entrance to Lake Shawnee.
Yeah.
It was a weird feeling, but definitely there is a feel there, and it doesn't matter at what point of day you're there. You could be daytime, nighttime, but as soon as you are walking, not driving in the property, walking on the property, you feel as though you're being watched.
Yep.
Basically, like if you're dressed a certain way and walking through a mall, like you have the security just watching you.
No, it depends on what you look like. I mean, I've always got people watching me, not for the good reason. But yeah,
Yeah.
actually, like I said, while we're doing a little bit of talk about everything before we get into some of the better stuff that we were going to talk about, there is a situation that we were helping out with. A guy from another team got in contact with me some time back because he'd received a call from a lady who had a haunted doll and it was creating all kinds of havoc for her and she wanted rid of it. So we spent a bit of time talking because I like to vet people out to find out if it's worth us getting involved or if they're just talking crap. Well, she did seem genuinely in distress and she just wanted rid of this thing and what she wanted it done in the right way. So there's a member of my team who she actually collects haunted objects, especially haunted dolls. So I gave her a buzz and I said, "Are you interested?" And she was just like, "Yes," straight at it. Yep, I'll take it. So she went the very next day. I arranged the pickup between them, and she went and picked up this doll. And then I get a message from her, probably no more than 20 minutes after she'd left. She said, "Already having weird feelings in the car, a very heavy, ominous presence, and it's messing with her head and stuff like that." So she had to take a little bit of a break and then get home. And she started doing a bit of work with it, and she thought the doll had all settled down. But it's found its bloody legs now. This thing is creating havoc in her house, in one of my own team members' houses,
Mm,
and it's creating all kinds of health issues for that family as well.
jeez.
So it's interesting, and I've asked it to document anything that is happening. So I'm waiting to hear more. But these things are still going on. There are still bloody haunted dolls around.
Oh, for
Um,
sure. Did you see when they were? Do you think it's real? Apparently, they burned the Annabelle doll.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm not sure it's real. I mean, from our show that we just recorded, we spoke about AI. So it could have been a creation from that, but apparently they burned the Annabelle doll to release whatever it was that was in it.
Well,
I'm
I
not sure
watched
it's
the
real.
video tonight, right? I watched the video tonight, and it's this guy turning and goes, "Here, I'm just getting a quick snap with all of the actors in the film." And he's running around from one snap to the next snap to the next snap to the next snap. And they're all faint, like Arnold Schwarzenegger back in his Conan the Barbarian days, then Rambo when he was in First Blood, then I don't know, somebody from the Never Ending Story, and then somebody, all these famous people. And I mean, you knew straight away that it was AI, so you were looking for it. But AI is coming in such leaps and bounds now that it's not going to be long before you can't tell what's real and what's not real. And that is going to play an absolute havoc for anybody in the paranormal field because if you do get genuine footage, it's going to get lost in all the AI representations and reproductions and straight up films. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm.
And that's another thing about what we were talking about earlier is part of this desensitizing people to things and the way movies seem to come in trends. are they specifically timed out for the narrative of a one world government? You know, the secret new world order that
Hmm.
everybody
Hmm.
talks about. Is there a actual premise that they are working towards? And this is just phase 3 of whatever's happening, or phase 4 or whatever. Because we talked about this with Project Bluebeam tonight and some of the stuff going on there. Now, if I could find the photos and share them, I would. I'll do that to you off air later on. I'll show you those photos I was telling you about. And it's all about how technology has come in leaps and bounds since the 1947 UFO crash. I mean, that could be just pure coincidence, but so much stuff came out not long after that, you know, microchips, Velcro, this, that, the other. And like I said, we went from inventing the wheel some hundreds of thousands of years ago, however long ago it was, to the Wright brothers flying a couple of 100 feet, you know, no more than sort of 20 feet off the ground in all of that time. And then in the last sort of 70 to 100 years, which is nothing in the Earth chronicles, we've gone from there to, well, supposedly step foot on the moon. We've sent things outside the solar system now with the Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 probes. And we've just come in leaps and bounds since the 1940s. What's also interesting as well is I've just discovered that this documentary that they found a human skull, which has been carbon dated at over 500,000 years earlier than the earliest human fossil or human bones, which means now humans have been on the planet 500,000 years longer than what we thought. But there's nothing recorded for that so where have humans been for that 500,000 years? They started talking more about this, you know, we're the 5th incarnation of humans,
Hmm.
and then they get wiped out, and then from the survivors comes the next lot, and they get wiped out, and then from the survivors come the next lot. We're at the 5th iteration of human society. So
Hmm.
that
Well,
is
yeah.
some interesting stuff.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But that episode that we recorded is very interesting. I mean, it felt good to record, just period, because yeah, it did feel like we were the Beatles. With so many, personal stuff like that. Just to throw it out there was a death in a family. You know, there's just a lot been going on that we never really got a chance to like record anything like a good
Mm.
month or two. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I would, if we were ever to shut down, I would let people know that's what's happening. So if we ever go weeks or bit longer or less without actually putting a show out, it's not that we've split.
Mhm.
It's just that life gets in the way sometimes. So that's what's been going on. We are definitely 100% still all together. And like I said, there are things I can't remember. Was it in the live stream that I said what's happening with Jeremy, or was it in the show that we just recorded? I can't remember which
No,
it
no,
is.
no, no. It was here. It was here.
It was here. Okay, so people know that he is moving house, and he does have. If you didn't, it's happening again. I've done it again. I'm just a big mouth and whatever. But yeah, so he's
Well,
going to
actually,
be back earlier in the new year with an absolutely fantastic, apparently new studio. But I don't know whether he will actually do that or if he'll still use that background sofa stuff that he always does. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
no,
But
I'm
hopefully,
actually laughing. Didn't realize the Beatles had a bald member.
them's fighting words, Dion.
Oh
Mm,
man. So yeah,
not bald,
hey,
just misplaced. So yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
we, just to answer, Dion was saying about the Annabelle doll. I just googled it. It wasn't real. They didn't really burn it. But this is where we're coming from when we talk about AI, because I mean, obviously, the Annabelle doll is a Raggedy Ann doll. It could have been anything, but
Hmm.
yeah, like how I mentioned on the show that we recorded, there it seemed like it was like a WWE ring, Monday Night Raw, and it was all it looked real, like a real show. But then you see Tupac and Biggie coming out talking smack, Michael Jackson, Chris Benoit, and all of this. So yeah, AI is definitely a problem, especially for us paranormal investigators that we are, trying to share our findings, and it's just making it more
Oh,
difficult.
them's fighting words, Dion. I apologize. He mentioned the freaking comb over. Oh,
Wow, that's a fight on my block. That's for sure. That's for sure. but
take that.
but yeah, even when I do reaction videos, I categorize people, paranormal victims, people
Mhm.
that aren't investigators and they're just experiencing paranormal activity. It's going to be hard for them also because a lot of these people are reaching out to social media for help, and the majority of people now, due to especially AI, they're not going to believe nothing.
No,
It's going to be
no.
worse.
And to fill everybody in, the episode that we just recorded was all about end of world prophecy, all to do with Project Bluebeam, and actually it ties into a lot of different topics that we'd already discussed on the show. For anybody who doesn't know anything about Project Bluebeam, it actually started back in the 30s, 40s. It's like this big 100-year, 120-year plan. I don't even know if it's got a time limit on it, but it's a lot. It's a long-term plan where it's interesting. They're basically conditioning humanity for what is to come. Now, a lot of the very controversial subject matter ties into HARP. It ties into the MK Ultra files, which we all know about. It ties into alien invasion. It ties into human programming and basically the introduction of the New World Order, the one world currency, the one world government, and how we are all basically going to become autonomous drones, for lack of a better term, to whatever is coming. And the way they are doing that is by, I mean, okay, so a lot of this is hypothetical. A lot of it's been proven fact. A lot of it is uh, what they think is coming next, but the technology is not quite there to do it yet. We are very close. When we go through this, there's a few bits that you'll be able to Google yourselves, and you will actually see exactly what I'm talking about, and then you can come to your own conclusions about, holy shit, is there something to this? So the idea of Project Bluebeam is to do away with countries, do away with nationality, do away with religion. It's one human race, one currency, one government. So gone is communism, gone is, free world trade, gone is, basically, I guess you still got your right to believe whatever you believe, but are you going to be outlawed? And are the witch trials going to start coming back if you don't believe whatever's been put out there by the masses? You know what I mean? We potentially going back to the dark ages in the modern world with modern technology. So when it came about was MK Ultra was one of the first steps, and that was all about experimental chemicals, and actually it could even tie into the Polybius thing as well, how they can beam images or ideas into a person's brain or program it, be it subliminal programming from the TV. We all know that stuff happens. We are surrounded by microwaves. We are surrounded by electromagnetic fields, which governments can now control. They can control. So that if they can control it, they can program what hits people at what times in what places. And if that's the case, they can sort of put suggestion in everybody's mind as to what they want to do. Now, part of this Project Bluebeam is to create a situation where people will start witnessing things that will make them question religion. That's starting to happen now. I actually saw a thing on the news the other day that the rise in paganism is going through the roof because people are deserting mainstream religions like Christianity, Catholicism, Islam. Well, not so much Islam, but a lot of the mainstream religions, they're not building in numbers like they're supposed to. They're starting to decline because people are going back to a much older belief system, whichever one that may be. But it's before religion. So if these people are creating that, they're putting people in a specific mindset. And I don't know what the outcome of all this is. And I have my ideas about who it is. You have to watch the show to find out all of that. But what's interesting is HAARP, if everybody knows about HAARP and their weather control system, they have the ability, supposedly, because it's very hush-hush, that array that you see out in the middle, whoop, whoop, to create a storm somewhere on the planet, as in it creates, it ionizes the atmosphere, so clouds build or it gets hazy or what. They can mess around with the atmospheric conditions. They've got high amplitude projectors up in satellites that can actually create sonic weapons that can create a low level earthquake, a localized earthquake. So that's another thing that they can do. You know, God is angry or whatever, however they're going to do it, the world is going to shake. But the big thing about HAARP is, and these high amplitude projectors and stuff, is they're going to start projecting images in the sky that look like an alien invasion. And these numbers are going to start increasing as they get closer to the big day. What's happening now? There's a lot of things being seen in the skies. Now, if you go back maybe 5 or 10 years or whatever it is, you will find this on the YouTube. Everybody have a look on YouTube, have a look on Google, right? And Google city in the clouds over China. And you will see what looks like a whole load of skyscrapers sitting on the top of the clouds and what look like giant humans walking. And what they are suggesting is that this is one of those projectors projecting against the clouds, because obviously anybody knows that any kind of a hologram or image has to have a substrate to be projected onto. So these clouds or these hazy bits of sky create this substrate, and then they start seeing these things. These things, okay, you've seen the giants walking through the clouds, whatever that case may be, then start making people question reality itself, question God, question existence, question their government. As a result, there will be an all-powerful government that will come in and they'll have the answers to it. But before that will happen, a great full-on alien invasion will be seen. There will be starships or spaceships across the sky. This, again, I don't know if this is a disinformation thing or if there's anything legitimate to this, if it's pie in the sky, I don't know, but it's really interesting and it's a really fascinating thing to research.
Yeah,
but what happens is when you see flying saucers in the masses, which have already been seen over LA, they've been seen over Mexico, they've been seen over European cities, they've been seen over Asian cities. It's already started. It's going to increase. People are going to start panicking. And in the words of Ronald Reagan, how quickly the world will come together as one people when they're facing a threat from outside of our planet. So at that point there, we have a one world government. We have religion is gone. It's whatever they're now going to deem is the case, whether the aliens are the new gods or whatever it is. Old school is going to be gone. we're seeing that now because people are pulling away from organized religions. I don't know if that's been orchestrated or whether it's just a natural thing. There will be a one world currency. People that are not in America, as I was discussing with Fernando earlier, know that the American dollar is slowly destabilizing. And everybody knows the US dollar is what all the world trade is based on at the moment. That is the cash rate that everybody works to. But with everything going on, again, is Donald Trump responsible for it? Or has he been manipulated into something and controlled by somebody in the background? I don't know, but it seems to be all falling to the same thing about this one world government, one world currency. And it's funny how the invention of Bitcoin, which is an international currency that no bugger on the planet can really afford, except the rich people, which is, it ties into it all. It's really interesting stuff. Really interesting stuff. So if anybody gets the chance, look up Project Bluebeam and see for yourself.
I mean,
Fernando has is a wish list on what you just said here, Dion, and I will let
a wish list. A wish list. I actually, I see it all the time, personal and private social media. Before I die, I want to experience when that happens, whether or not it's friendly or a threat. That to me, it's not really important. I just want to see the spaceship coming down and just that adrenaline moment that either that we're experiencing this event. I just want to feel that. Whatever happens afterwards, I mean, well, anyway, it's we're going to defend ourselves, fight, or make a friend. I mean,
well, you think about it, right? You go back to 2004, the Nimitz aircraft carrier off San Diego or somewhere like that, and they were doing those maneuvers, and the Hornet pilots came up against what's now known as the Tic Tac, and also known as the gimbal footage. When that was all released, do we take that as a disclosure event? Or do we just take that as the first step? And does that tie into, okay, the government are now starting to say that there are unidentified, they've said there are unidentified flying objects in controlled airspace, but they will not speculate on where it comes from.
Oh man,
there are some sick people in tonight, and all of their names are Dion. So, yeah, that one's going up on the stream for everybody to read.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's anal probing time.
Oh my god, Gary!
Let's just hope they've clipped their fingernails.
Goddamn,
scratchy, itchy, and scratchy. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back on topic. So, yeah, Project Bluebeam. Look it up. It's fascinating, and what you will see is that a lot of what's involved in Project Bluebeam has actually happened. So that it's interesting. It's really interesting. So, what's next on your little bit of chitter chatter time? I've been talking a lot,
but we like hearing your voice, especially when you get all close to it.
Would you like me to get like this?
Ooh, somebody's about to get probed. But
you know that song by Faith No More, Easy?
No. Is that a new song?
No, it's like 100 years old. Bloody hell. Faith No More, from like back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. And there's that part where he goes, that's what you just sound like. Anyway, back back on topic. Back on topic. Come on. We haven't even made it to the hour mark yet, and you're already off topic.
Yeah. Anybody wants to throw out anything in particular that you guys want to? We have to figure out how we're gonna get some phone calls again.
Heidi, you know that you were way worse than me, so don't say that.
Well, there's an inside joke we haven't heard of.
She's my daughter, stepdaughter, daughter.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, nah, love her. It's awesome. But yeah, go on.
No, I was gonna say, as far as what I have planned, I don't have nothing planned for more, but I'm always out trying to find something. I know that Vanessa and myself, we are planning a trip to Salem.
Australia.
That's going to be coming very, very soon. We are actually talking about that to see how we're going to coordinate all of those. But you guys will be at the very first to know when I make
Better
it out
be.
there.
Better be.
Hell yeah. I don't know nobody out there in Australia. One day I'm just going to call Gary and be like, Gary, I'm at the airport. But yeah, we're planning a road trip for New Year's to Salem.
Yeah. Dion's asked, are there any well-known paranormal events or traditions around Christmas or based on Christmas?
Didn't you just put out a video on Static Echoes about Krampus?
Krampus. Not Krampus. Bloody hell, man. Get your shit together.
Hey.
Look, seriously.
I'm not the only one.
Before we go any further, a couple of weeks ago, we actually recorded an episode on Agartha, right? It's not going to go to air because somebody who is sitting on the opposite side of the screen to me had a few issues pronouncing words that night.
No, I'm going to tell them what really happened.
Okay,
I was not pronouncing Agartha correctly just because, and I made the comment that it keeps on reminding me of the shield maiden in Vikings, Lagertha.
Lagertha, yeah.
Yes, and I just had her, just in my head during the whole entire time we were trying to record this episode, and I just kept on mentioning her name. That's it.
Okay. But you want me to put the episode up for everybody so they can see exactly what you said? Unedited?
No.
But yeah, we do have one coming up on Agartha, which is The World Beneath. And that will be a New Year episode. So we've got lots. We've got lots coming up now. But this, he gets stuck on the. Oh, he used a bad word.
Oh my God.
Shocking. Yeah, we are. Next weekend, we start shooting a actual short horror film. So I'm actually working on camera skills and things like that because in the new year, as well as just doing a lot of our usual podcasts and obviously having Static Echoes going alongside, as well as the video on Shadow Files, we're going to be doing a lot more live on location investigation videos. I've actually, even for the camera on my phone, I've actually acquired some new microphones which are high quality, and there's 2 of them, so we can actually record just on the phone interviews live on location. So that's going to be a cool thing that we haven't done yet. But along with that, there's going to be a lot more investigation stuff. There's going to be some live Skywatch events, because for anybody who actually watches The Secrets to Skinwalker Ranch or any of those shows, you will find that on location, they actually picked up a signal in the 1.6 gigahertz range that ties in with UFO or UAP sightings in the sky. Now I've got a spectrum analyzer behind me, and I actually took it out last time we did an investigation, a Skywatch investigation, and I shit you not, we got the 1.6 gigahertz signal as well. So I don't know what that actually represents, but we were able to identify the exact same signal range in the sightings that we had here, the same as what they had in in Utah over at Skinwalker Ranch. And then on top of that, been talking with Ray, and Ray's been in contact with people in Europe, and they've identified that 1.6 gigahertz signal in UAP sightings over there as well. So what is the significance of 1.6 gigahertz? I don't know. I don't. It's a weird frequency range, but I had to get a specific spectrum analyzer because most of them, unless you're going up to these multi-$1,000 jobs, don't go that high. They only sort of work in the megahertz range. They don't go up into the gigahertz range. So I had to get one.
Because do you think it has any correlation, or do you think it's, with the 3i Atlas that is apparently getting closer?
No.
Do you think that number is going to get higher the closer something gets?
No, I don't think this has anything to do with 3i Atlas at all. That being said, it's still acting strangely. There's still lots. And this is the other thing I'm talking about, misinformation that keeps coming out, is you look at all the videos that come out about 3i Atlas. Science has got new proof. It's doing more weird stuff. There are lights on it now. It's got a fan at the front. It's blowing jet fuel out the back. All these stupid different things. And you can see everybody's clicking like on them and stuff like that. We don't know if any one of those could be actually legitimate case, because anything that's legitimate now will get hidden amongst all of the other ones. The only time we will hear about it is if it goes on mainstream TV. And again, that is highly sanitized. It is highly, what's the word for it? We get told what we are supposed to be told. Doesn't mean it's the truth. You know what I mean? It's funny how there was a strike as 3i Atlas was at its closest point to Mars, and they had satellites that had a perfect view of it. We still haven't seen all of that footage, even though that strike is over now and the footage is supposed to be available. Now they're saying that it's changed shape and it's changed speed, or it's changed size, or its colors changed. Something has changed in it, which is not supposed to happen. Its speed changed and its course has changed. That's not in line with gravitational acceleration and any of those things. And, as it burns off through the satellite, if bits break off, they could change the way it flows and stuff. So there's still a lot of strange stuff going on with 3i Atlas. Again, as to what we were saying before, while everybody's watching 3i Atlas over here, what's happening in the other hand? Because we just don't know. Are we all being told to look in this hand where all the magic's happening when the real stuff is happening behind us? And then by the time we realize what's happening, it's too late. If we even realize what's going on. Is the timing, and to have three interstellar objects go through so close to each other within a few years of each other, you know what I mean? I mean, the other 50, and I'm not going to say the actual number, but all those other years that I've been on this planet, and we've had 3 interstellar objects come through really within a few years of each other.
Good night, MJ. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's.
Yep. We will see you in the new year, and we will have lots more shit. And we will have a lot more live streams as well in the new year. Might try and do one every 2 or 3 weeks.
The Beatles are back.
No, that's not the Beatles. Anyway, forget it. Yeah. Penny Lane.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, there's lots of we are actually living in a very interesting time at the moment, and I don't know what's coming next. and it's going to be very interesting to see. And you know, Fernando, he might get his opportunity to bend over. We just don't know. You know,
Oh, the
Pro-
probing.
Proby time, yeah.
I mean, it's just the waiting game at this point. You know, they already acknowledged that aliens exist. I mean, regardless whether or not the human civilization gave a crap, that's up
Mm.
for debate. But you know, they I don't know. I have a good feeling that this is the year.
Well, this year's it's still only got about a few days left.
I meant 2026 might be the year.
It's going to be a white Christmas for you, Fernando.
White Christmas down here in Florida. It's not. But it is going to be up in New York. So apparently they got some major storms, and there was a weird, you know, we've spoken about, you know, natural occurrences with the environment and stuff like this. You know, apparently they had a never before seen winter, cold, snow, all this up north. So you know,
Ew.
there's a lot of, but it actually feels like every year they say the same thing. There's never before seen. So
Well, just to give you a little bit of a hint, right? We got our official Christmas Day forecast today. On Christmas Day here in Perth, Western Australia, it is going to be 40 degrees Celsius, which for you is about 113 degrees.
wow.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a stinker.
Wow.
Mm.
That's still so wild. I mean, that is amazing. That is amazing. How, you know, social media is a bittersweet pill to swallow. But, you know, the fact that I'm talking to you and you're literally on the other side of the planet, it is pretty cool. This is pretty awesome. You know, 113 degrees. I feel for you guys. I'm sorry. Turn on the ACs.
I ain't going to do shit. I know. We've got an evaporative air conditioning unit here, and it's not going to get a chance to evaporate anything. It's just going to be gone. So, yeah, it's going to be warm. It's going to be warm.
Hey, you know, take out them special comfortable undies.
What?
Oh man, come on! I mean, I don't know about you guys, but if I'm extremely hot, you know, I'm not gonna wear layers of clothing.
Who told you that?
I mean, you should.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
we've almost hit an hour, which is good considering we actually recorded for a bit before we actually did this. So, yeah. All right, Dion or anybody else who's still there, what do you want to talk about? Because I think there's a lot more stuff that we could talk about that we were talking about in the show, but I think you're better off watching the show rather than rehashing it. Otherwise, you're not going to go watch the show because you'll have heard it all on here. But we go into biblical prophecy and how a lot of those things are actually coming true, and some of it we even saw on the news tonight. So, and we were talking about the signs and the 7 seals that are going to be broken before the gates of hell are opened and all of that.
I mean, I said a comment as though, you know, because a lot of people.
Jesus. And she will do that as well.
The what?
Heidi, she'll go and buy us matching Christmas undies.
Hey, you see, I'm telling you, you know, 113 degrees. You know, I just hope the kids aren't home. You know, because I'm gonna walk around the house free floating.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, definitely I made a comment about, you know,
Heidi, if you buy those matching undies, You're coming on video to model them.
This is a family-friendly show.
Well, she's just on family photo, matching Christmas job.
Oh,
She'll do
man.
that. She will do that. She will now purpose. I can guarantee you, she's always actually Googling now matching Christmas undies.
Oh, no, but I mean, if it's like that, then you guys are gonna have to, post it on Facebook.
She said that as well. Facebook profile pic.
She go say goodbye to y'all followers. Oh, man.
Speaking of, we're at 494. Let's try and make 500 by the end of the year. So if you've got any friends, force them into clicking subscribe.
Force them.
Yeah, kicking and screaming if need be.
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
She's already got her Christmas jocks. But I don't have the matching pair, so it's not matching. And in all honesty, if she's got, I don't think what Heidi would be wearing would fit me. So we won't go any further than that.
What do you mean?
Well, there's extra baggage.
Come on, Dion. I know you got one for that one.
Dion has gone really quiet. He must be really Googling something big to put on. Jeez. Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter, Gary. Yeah, he must be Googling something super important to talk about.
Oh, man. Hello there, Lana Sweetheart.
Hello.
Oh, my God.
Heidi is on fire now.
Man.
What is going on? Yeah, I'm asking the same question. What is going on here?
This live has definitely took a turn.
Well, it's Christmas, so the madness is here. But yeah, anyway, let's get back onto some of the creepier stuff. Like I said, when we were on location to shoot the test footage for that film, there was some weird shit going on. So some definite vibes and things like that. And like I said, we didn't get anything on the thermal imager. That didn't go off. We got some weird, because we actually did a bit of, after we'd done the test footage, we actually did do a bit of a paranormal investigation. Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You can answer this.
I don't even know how to answer that. It started out, we were talking about biblical prophecy, and it's a bit of a free for all chat tonight, actually, isn't it? Because it's the last one for the year, so we do go all over the place at the moment.
We spoke about Lake Shawnee, my trip over there. We spoke about the episode we just recorded, and we spoke about matching Christmas undies for this lovely family. And
we talked about Project Bluebeam as well.
There you go.
So if anybody wants to look up Project Bluebeam, like I said, it's definitely worth looking up, because that's a fascinating topic. And what you will do, as I said, when you start looking it all up, you will find that a lot of what is mentioned in Project Bluebeam is already happening. And that, like I said, it ties into MK Ultra, it ties into HARP, it ties into Roswell, Area 51, you name it. It goes into all the different other conspiracies. So yeah, very interesting.
Oh, man. But yeah, wow. You know what? Like, we've been talking for well over an hour, and I don't feel it. I didn't feel that we were on here for so long.
Well, we recorded that whole episode on the biblical prophecies and stuff before we went live. And like I said, this is just because I know there's a few people that have been in here that have been wanting us to go live again. So this is just them,
we haven't really recorded anything for like 2 months, man.
Yeah. And in the new year, we'll have Jeremy back with us. So there'll be 3 of us up here to talk about stuff. And we are going to start having guests in, and we're going to start having guests come on, so you'll be able to actually talk to us live on air, or you can come in video chat. There's a number of different things that we are actually exploring at the moment, so it's going to be a much more interactive live stream experience when we do that moving forward. So we will have you guys on with actual, super because I've got Graham Phillips who's coming on in the new year. Joe Frank said he's going to be coming on. We've got Ray Doherty who's going to be coming back on. There's some serious news coming with Ray, which I'm not going to share too much on. Ben Hansen may get Ben back on. He said he's going to come back on, but it's just a matter of timing. So this thing, hang on. This is my first impression of you two. I like the one with the style beard.
Well,
it's because I haven't got any hair on the top of my head to style, so I've just plaited the beard.
It's because somebody's DMing you then, because that didn't show up here.
Didn't it?
Not here on YouTube.
No, it's in the chat.
Oh, I don't see it.
I'm seeing it. It hasn't come up in. There we go. It's just come up now.
There you go.
I was worried for a sec there. I didn't know how that was even going to work, but
okay. There you go.
Yeah, you can see it. So we've got lots of big stuff happening in the new year. Like I said, I want to revamp the whole live stream stuff, so we're going to have guests on regularly, as in we're going to do this every couple of weeks, and we're going to have people interact. You can come on, you can talk with us, you can stay on all show if you want to. If you enjoy it that much, you can even fire up your webcam, so long as you've got clothes on and you're not in your Christmas undies. And we're going to be doing, like I said, a lot of on location stuff. We'll be doing interviews on location because I'm set up to do all that. As you probably can't see here, but I've got microphones all over the bloody wazoo at the moment. So, this place is a shambles. There's microphones left, right, and center. There are cameras left, right, and center. 'Tis ridiculous. So, Heidi's out because of what she's. No, you can come in. We'll let you in. So that we're going to be doing, like I said, we've got lots of guests coming on in the new year. We will be splitting everything up. So a lot of what comes on here will also be going on the Static Echoes Paracast. So for anybody who doesn't know, the Shadow Files here is the our video podcast, but we do have a audio podcast called Static Echoes, and that one is also on YouTube. So if you haven't already, go over, subscribe. You get to see hear all of them. It's also on Spotify, so you can listen. You can listen to my tones in the car. A lot of the stories that I tell on that, I do in that kind of a voice, so that you can listen to me while you're lying in bed. And I can bore you to sleep with this voice.
Yeah, I swear to God.
I shit you not. I shit you not.
Oh
I started my own podcast and I actually put myself to sleep. So it works. It really does work. If you're having trouble sleeping, put the Static Echoes on. Half an hour, you're out. So there's going to be lots of exciting stuff.
Great marketing, bro.
Spaces. And there's lots more coming. Like I said, we're going to be we're going to be doing a lot of road trips next year as well. So we're going to be taking the cameras with us on those. We are doing one down to Albany at some point where we're going to go to the old isolation hospital at the quarantine station and the morgue. And we'll be doing some investigation stuff there. We'll be filming it, and we will be doing some live streams direct from the morgue. We will be testing out a live interactive Estes method session. We will try it again because there'll be more than one person here for that. It didn't exactly work when you were at Lake Shawnee, but we will try it again down here. So we're going to do some more interactive stuff. So if anybody knows what, like I said, what the Estes method is, what will happen is whoever is going to be behind the camera going to be asking the questions quietly, and obviously whoever is on camera, we are hoping are going to get some intelligent responses to that. But it will be happening. They'll be asking questions from whoever is in the chat room. So it's going to be totally interactive, totally international. And like I said, as far as I'm aware, I don't think it's been done before. So we're going to be testing the waters with that to see how it goes. So I want to really step things up next year. Like I said, we had a good year this year. We got a lot of stuff out, and we're well over 200 videos on Shadow Files and Static Echoes. They're over 20 episodes now. So we're starting to build up. I mean, the other one's already monetized. It's already making money. I've already got my first paycheck from that one. That's fantastic. It wasn't much, but I've got something at least.
Hey,
so
that's
you
awesome.
know, it's just a matter of getting out there, and there's going to be a lot of Australian content on the other channel because there's a lot of interest in that, but I want to keep it worldwide as well. So we're going to be interviewing people across Europe. We're going to be bringing on different teams. I've actually got another Perth-based team that wants to come on and do a show because they're going all over the place, and they're called the Afterlife Party. A young group. They're getting out and about, and they're actually getting noticed a bit, so that's really good. Oh, Lana, well, we hope you join us again soon. Bye, Beardy.
Oh, man.
I'm actually
Have a good
going,
one.
man. Yep. So yes, we got lots of stuff coming up. Anyway,
For sure. I'm gonna see if I could get in contact with I'm gonna talk to Josh to see if he's, keen to get on the
Yeah.
Shadow Files, and because he has a
Yeah.
lot of stories.
well,
Lot of stories.
when we sorry, it's just popped up on the other screen as well, making me laugh. Yeah, when we've got one of these live streams, we can get him on because he had a lot to say, and he was really good when you were at Lake Shawnee. He talked really well, and
He's an awesome dude.
Yeah, so I think he would be a good person to have on almost semi-regularly because I would like to get some people on from all over. I know we've got the girls from the girls over in Rhode Island. They're going to be coming on.
Soul Sisters.
Supernatural. They're going to be coming on early in the new year. In January, we were going to be recording with them.
Nice.
And there's a couple of teams in the UK who want to come on. So we're going to do a couple from over there. And then we're going to have the Afterlife Party on from here in WA and probably work with a couple of teams over East as well. I want to get people from all over the world on the show and, see where it goes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, unfortunately, as far as our planning for Lake Shawnee didn't really go to plan, but I was able to connect with a lot of different people over there. For example, Robert Murphy. We actually investigated inside the school bus, and we had some pretty cool activity going on, especially with the flashlights. But he creates his own equipment, so I'm gonna reach out to him and hopefully he'll be able to work on something for me.
Question: what was going on with the flashlights? Because you know what happened when we were in Albany in the morgue, Lynn and myself, with the flashlight.
So
what happened with you?
So funny story. During the day, I mentioned about how I was walking around and my ghost meter was going off.
Yeah.
So I told, I just said, if you're here, come follow me. I'm gonna walk around the lake and we're gonna go to the school bus. But when I was approaching the school bus, I didn't know there was anybody in there, but I saw a figure walking around. I was like, oh shit. But when I got to the school bus, Robert Murphy was in the school bus.
Yeah.
So when I walked in, he wanted me to stand because he was recording some activity. He was going to step outside and leave me inside the school bus while in investigation. So he set up 4 flashlights,
Yep.
and while I was talking, they were going off. Um, all 4 of them went off during this time. And he had a lot of devices all over the floor. A bunch of them are, you know, apparently there is a copyright now with the REM pods. You cannot call anything REM pod anymore because they'll just take it down. Somebody has the copyright for REM pod, the name. But the device, that if you
Yes.
get close to it, it'll start beeping.
So you've already said that the word 100 times here, so this video is going to get taken down.
No, but I mean that is as far as if you are a creator of equipment, you cannot
You can't use that same term. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've not packed up here, but I've got the REM Plus.
But yeah, this guy does a lot of amazing. So he had toys that with the REM technology, if you get close to it, it'll start beeping. It's amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So,
this REM Plus, it does have the REM pod, which is just for anybody who's it's just a mini theremin circuit. That's all it is, right? But it was marketed as that big round box with the red roof on it, and it's a REM pod, and they're now going for $700 or whatever it is on eBay. Well, I've got this thing called the REM Plus. It has the same REM pod activity in it, but it has an LED that works with it that changes color the closer something gets to it. But also on there, it has an ambient temperature thing, which is green. All right. And then what happens is if the temperature drops, it turns blue. And the stronger the drop is, the more bars light up so you can see how quickly the temperature is dropping. If the temperature rises, that same LED turns red and it goes strong. So you can actually see the temperature's going up, and it's going up by quite a bit because there's a few lights.
Man, how much did that set you back by?
Not as much as a REM pod.
Wow, really?
No, it's nowhere near it. I would say probably a quarter of the price.
Damn. I'm definitely going to look into it.
I'll send you the link when we're off air. But I've only used it because it's only a recent acquisition since, how we were over east not long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it in action over there with the lady from Outback Paranormal, Jill. Mm-hmm. And I need one of those. So got it. We used it last weekend for the first time on location. I've used it around the house just to see how it goes next to electrical equipment and stuff like that. And I'm actually surprised at how accurate as you approach it, the noises go off and everything. Like it's really good. It's really good. So
nice.
I have got another REM pod. I've got a REM pod there as well, but I'll be using the two of them in conjunction with each other at a greater distance. But it's just about testing out all sorts of different equipment. And I don't think anybody else that I know of calls them a REM pod. So unless somebody's done it and that's what's caused this whole thing.
There's a lot of different types or different people creating this. You just can't use the name.
Well, this is the problem, right? If you know how to do a circuit board up and then connect it to a power source, because anybody can afford a 3D printer now and use the filament to create the box, you can create the box that's totally customizable. That's why when you have a look, you see little coffin-shaped REM pods, or you'll see a circular REM pod or a square, so many different things. And then you can actually raise it up and you can actually have the name of your team on the REM pod as well, or whatever you call it. So there's
what?
A lot going on.
That seems like a pretty legitimate way to make some extra cash on the side, and it will help as far as because we're not really now you are with the static echoes. You got
I can retire on it, but I did get I got my first $100 check from YouTube for that one, so
But
that was
that's
good.
but that's amazing. I mean, that's $100 you got doing something that you love doing. But,
Mhm.
uh, we don't charge even for investigations. Like if we have to travel, that's coming all of out of our pocket. So
Yeah.
doing something as far as like, selling um equipment that a lot of people might be interested in getting, that would be a nice way to make a quick buck.
Well, the funny thing is, on because that one's actually monetized, the Static Echoes page, it's got its own little shop, and I think there's about 5 or 6 different T-shirt designs on there, and there are a couple of Static Echoes designs. There are a few WAPR designs, and I think the Shadow Files are on there as well. And that's only because if you want to get your shirts, you can get your shirts from there. Once this channel gets monetized, which is I don't see it happening for quite a while, but again, putting it out there. If you've got any friends that you think might want to join, get them to subscribe. And we only need another 506, and we need about another 4,000 watch hours to qualify. So there's still a bit to go, but we'll get there one day. You know,
Yeah,
like I
for
said,
sure.
we're not doing this to make money. We're not doing this to make money. We're just doing this because we enjoy doing it, and hopefully, you guys enjoy joining in with these things. You know, there's still 8 people tuned in now. I don't know if they've all fallen. I don't know if they've all fallen asleep because of the voice, but I don't even know where everybody is in the world. That Lana, she said she likes the accent, so I'm assuming she's not from Australia. So,
Oh man.
well,
Yeah, for
that's the
sure.
beauty. That's the beauty of the internet. You know, people could be listening in from all over the world. I actually looked on the because I don't get much in the way of analytics on this channel yet because we don't have the viewers for it. But on the Static Echoes one, I get all the analytics and it breaks it all down. And there are people tuning in from predominantly Australia and America and the UK, but they come from Italy, they come from Mexico and Singapore
That's
and the
awesome.
Philippines. And then they sort of pit it down from there. But those are the sort of percentage breakdowns. So we are getting around the world.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's like how I said earlier, like social media is a bittersweet pill to swallow, but like you're on the other side of the planet and we're over here. We're pretty much freaking family at this point and
Well, actually, you're on the
different.
other side of the planet.
It doesn't matter who's on top.
Mhm. Yeah. Anyway, I think we are just about out of
Oh
time.
man.
I think we're going to go in a minute. Everybody's gone quiet in the chat, so I think I've actually put everybody to sleep. Legitimately.
Oh man. But yeah, man, this has been freaking awesome. Like finally we're recording and hopefully we'll be able to do the new year the right way.
Well, there's a lot. Heidi's still here. I'll get some Christmas undies too. It hasn't finished yet.
Oh man.
Now that we know somebody's actually still watching, we can actually go. I thought everybody was asleep.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
awesome.
I think we will go in a minute so everybody can settle down. And like I said, it's like 10:30 at night over here. So it's only what 9:30 in the morning for you, something like that.
Yeah, 9:33.
There we go. There we go. So
Once we jump off, I'm going to take advantage, record a couple of reaction videos for my channel, and do some
I'll give
errands.
everybody a shout out for your channel so they can tune in.
Oh, Strangers Minds, YouTube, Rumble, all over the place. And yeah, a lot of so far in the past month, I have gained very good traction. I went from 2 something to now 352 subscribers.
Woohoo. Well
Yeah,
done.
so so
So
far
he
so
is
good.
part of the family. So show him some love and jump over and click like and subscribe and all of that stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And hopefully one day um I'll be able to head out there and we could go to all of those amazing freaking places you keep on
Well,
talking
we
about.
will, we will. And I mean, one of the things that early in the new year, there may be a couple of weeks where there's going to be a bit of a gap because I'm going to be remodeling the studio. So my hope is that we pre-record some shows so that you guys aren't actually going to see any break. It's going to be continuous, and then it'll just be announced the whole new. Because you see my light thing behind us. You got those little blue hexagons. Well, I'm sorry if my bum poses up. I've got a whole new load of bigger. Hang on, which way is it going to go? Yeah, like that.
Oh,
So these are big acoustic foam panels. I've got a whole new LED light strip, a fully programmable new LED light strip, which is twice as long as that one. So we will see how that goes up. So I do have plans with it all. And at some point, I am going to have to actually put it all into action. But we've got quite a bit going on at the house. So, we putting in a new gazebo, patio kind of thing out the back and remodeling the whole backyard. So paving and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot going on. But we're going to still do our normal recordings. But I'm hoping to do some pre-recording so that when the time comes to remodel the studio, I'm going to change the whole thing up as well. So I'm going to have the camera over on this side. So you're going to see the nice light background in it and everything. And yes, the Gabonzo. I call it a Gabonzo, not a gazebo. And Heidi is correcting me because she knows how I say it. So yes.
No, it's all good. Gabanzo. But yeah, I can't wait to get my own studio so I could go crazy on it too, for sure.
And yeah, redo all of the lights and everything, as in using the same lights, but just redoing everything so it looks a little bit more polished. Oh, what's that? What was that? Something just flickered up on my screen. I don't know what it was. Oh, there we go.
I am interested to when you said about about different people all over. I'm interested to know that same top geographies.
What?
Top geograph, the analytics in YouTube.
Topography.
Top geography, yeah.
Topography.
I mean, it's not one word. It's top. You're trying to mess me up, bro. So 63% is United States, 3.1% United Kingdoms, 2% Canada, 1% Australia, 1% Philippines. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go. Is that your channel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the topography, man, where everybody's watching it from. Not the top geography.
It's 2 words, all right?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, man.
Anyway. On that little nugget of useless information, you got anything else you want to say before we go? Because I think it is time to go.
No, I'm good. I hope everybody, just in case, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. And I'll catch you guys next year.
Yeah, we will see everybody in the new year. So thank you all for tuning in. And Heidi, love you, bub. So I will see you all in the new year. Take it easy, and we will talk to you in 2026.
And can't wait to see the matching undies.
Oh, you had to end it on that, didn't you? Wow.
Of course.
See everybody. Take it easy. Don't forget, keep looking up. I've got to throw that in. Bye.